Okay, now example 2, we're going to be solving problems that involve some exponents added in there. So if we look at that problem that we're given, 4 plus 9 squared divided by 3 times 2 minus 2, we have to first figure out what is evaluated first. If we use PEMDAS, we see that we don't have any parentheses, but we do have an exponent. So we're going to solve the exponents first. After that, we have some multiplication and division, so we're going to do that next. Now we got to remember that is going to be left to right, so it may be the division before the multiplication. And then what operations are always evaluated last? Well, we're going to always do adding and subtracting. And once again, we got to remember that is going to be left to right. We may have to subtract before we add. And then we want to know what the final answer is. So, got a little bit of space, or if you feel like you need to rewrite it, feel free to do so. Well, I want to see all the steps. I want to see step by step what you evaluated first, what you evaluated next, and so on and so forth. So we said we're going to do the exponents first. So we need to evaluate 9 squared. 9 squared means 9 times 9, which is 81. Bring everything else down. Now be careful. Some kids will say that is 18, thinking 9 squared means 9 times 2. That is not true. It means 9 times 9. Now we're going to look at the step that we just wrote. And we're going to say, what do we do next in there? Well, I noticed that I have some division and some multiplication in there. The division is left of the multiplication, so I'm going to do that first. So 81 divided by 3 will be next, and that is 27. So I'm going to put that right below that and bring every other step right down. I'm going to look at the next step that I just wrote. We have adding, we have multiplication, we have subtraction in there. Multiplication comes first. 27 times 2 is 54. So I'll write that product right below it. I bring everything else down. In our new step, I have adding and subtracting. Adding is to the left first, so 4 plus 54 is 58. Bring everything else down. And then finally, I have one more step, 58 minus 2, which is 56. So the final answer is 56. I want to see, when you do your work, I want to see every single step. If there is an error that's made, I could be able to figure out where you made that. Also, if there's more than one multiplication or division on the same step, don't do them both in the same step. Do one step and then repeat it. I know it takes longer, but your work will be neater and more understandable. What I would like you guys to do next is go to exercises 4 and 5. I want you to solve both of those, showing all your work and all your steps, and I want you to check yourself on the student notes that I provided. Then you can go on to the next video.